guys, and welcome back today for a brand new Colourpop review. I hope you guys are doing well. We have a new 30 pan eyeshadow palette to talk about today. This is the Matte About Hue eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I get this look using it. It's very bright. It's a very rainbow palette, so I'm hoping a lot of you guys are excited about this one. You want to see looks with it because I did use quite a few of the shades today. I also show you swatches of the palette, and we'll just get into all of the good stuff about it. So let's go ahead now and get started. Here's a closer look at the eyeshadow palettes. The way that they did this one is actually appealing to me because I like it when palettes are arranged like this. We have all of like the pinks, then you have the yellows, the greens, the blues, and the like purples. And I feel like it's really easy like to work your way down if you wanted to do just like a pink look, then you wanted a mustard look, a purple look. It's easy to know like what shade next to go in with. But obviously you can mix and match. That's what I did here. But I just feel like when they do this type of layout, it's helpful for me as far as like what shades to go in with next. I think it's nice, and I think a lot of people appreciate that in eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, this is a brand new colorful one from Colourpop. I know that a lot of people were comparing this to their larger other colorful palette. I personally do not have that one, so for me, I was excited to get this one. I really don't have any like rainbow palettes in my collection anymore. I know once upon a time I had like the James Charles palette, and I feel like that was the most colorful palette I had in my collection, but I've since decluttered that one. I think the next one would maybe be my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I'm thinking that's probably my next most colorful like full palette, but for me this isn't something I necessarily have in my collection, so I was excited about it. I know it's not going to be for everyone, and obviously if you're not someone who regularly wears color, you're not going to be excited about this color story, but I do feel like there is definitely a market for people that enjoy color, and maybe you know you don't have something like this in your collection and you want to add it to it. So it's kind of fun, and like I said, you can create some very wearable looks with this as well. I know it looks very bright and colorful, but if you take like these two rows right here, that's a very like fall palette. You can create some really nice just like neutral looks with that, and then you know maybe like an easy purple look. Like it doesn't have to be as bright as you think it looks in the pan, but we are going to create this very bright look nevertheless. I was trying to use as many colors as I could with this palette so you guys could get a look at the formula. I did also do swatches of all of the shades for you, so here's a look at those swatches now. They swatched really nicely. This is a full matte palette, so there aren't going to be any shimmers. And I do feel like a lot of times when we work with these bright colors, we are wanting mattes. I know that obviously we can go in with an eye pigment or some type of shimmer over top of them, but I feel like a lot of times when people want like these pastel like rainbow palettes, they do want the mattes. I'm curious to get your guys' feedback on what you think of this palette. It will be launching Thursday at 10 a.m. PST on Colourpop's website. I will have my coupon code linked down below if you want to use it. It is just makeupmolly5, and it'll get you $5 off of the palette if you want to use that at checkout. It is an affiliate link, so thank you so much if you ever decide to use it. I really appreciate it. I want to know, like, are you guys excited about this or not? Because I know that I feel like a certain group of people are going to love this palette and then a certain group of people are going to hate this palette. So that's why I feel like I'm kind of just curious. I've seen a lot of people saying they were excited about it. And I also seen some people not so excited. So I wanted to get this review for you as soon as I could. I also had like mascara on earlier. I had a full face on, but I was like, let me get this up for you so you can see the swatches and everything, and you can see the eye look, and you can get a feel if you want to purchase this one. But I'm going to stop rambling. Now that you've gotten all the details about the palette, let's go ahead now and get into the tutorial portion. I didn't know this was going to be coming today, so I do already have like mascara on because I've already done my makeup for the day, but I had to play with this because I'm just like screaming for color right now. So we're going to start. I think I'm really wanting to do like purples and blues, so I think that's kind of where I'm going to go with this. So I first want to go into I'm trying to think. Let's start with like the pastel blues, I think. So let's go in with this one, this very first like bright pastel blue. This one is called Got Iced. Well, we're going to try to do like a different technique than I always typically do. I'm going to try to like pack this on the inner portion of the eye, and I'm kind of do like a gradient, I think is my plan anyways. We'll see how it turns out. If you guys follow my tutorials, typically I kind of always do a similar type of like eye shape and everything, and this kind of like this palette to me is kind of screaming for something a little more fun. This blue is definitely very vibrant. It looks nice. So now I'm going to go in with my second blue. For that, I'm going to go into this shade right here, the second one. This one is called Biker. And I'm just taking the same brush. This is the pencil brush, also from Colourpop. It's their E27. And I'm just going to start to kind of fade. So I'm going to work right in here and do the same thing. Just kind of tap it and then start to just like gradiate those colors. I really love when palettes have the rows like this because I feel like it makes it nice and easy for you to know like which color to go in next with. Those ones don't look all too different on the lid. There's like a little bit more depth to that second shade, but they're pretty close, I'd say. Now I'm going to pick up the very first purple shade called Do or Die. Now for this, I'm actually going to go lower with it and kind of fill in this area right here that I don't have anything And I'm kind of working more in like packing motions with these because they are the pastel shades, and I feel like that's just what works best with these type of colors. We're just gonna work our way down with the purples as well. I'm gonna go into this shade next. This is IGLU, and just mock what I did over here. Again, we're just gonna kind of go a little bit deeper in this next section. I ended up going into the third purple because I do feel like the second one was, again, kind of close to that first one. So I feel like maybe the first two shades don't have as much depth to them, so I'm kind of skipping a little. There we go. I feel like that's gonna look nice. If I'm gonna kind of feather those together too. And then for the end, I'm actually gonna dip into the blue, this like deep blue. This one is called So Casual. And I'm going to use this shade for this outer portion right here. Again, I'm just gonna kind of tap and then start to bring it in. Key, I feel like, to working with shades that are a little bit more pigmented like this is to just work slowly. I find it best too to work with like smaller brushes like this. Dip my finger back into that first purple shade and just tap that a little bit more in this area so we don't lose that purple. Like, don't ever be afraid to use mattes with your finger too. You can definitely always do that, not just with your shimmers. Okay, now I'm gonna take just a clean brush and kind of just gently blend these outer edges so they're not so harsh. Working here a little too. And then I thought it might be kind of fun to just do some green here on the lower. I mean, we're just kind of having fun with this look. So I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay gel liner in, what is the name of this color? This one is called Freak. And then I'm gonna go into the bright green in the palette and smoke that on my lower lash line here. I feel like this look just needs like a dramatic lash. So I'm gonna go in with the Samantha lashes from Huda Beauty. One of my favorite lash glues is this one from Kiss, just called their Strip Lash Glue in Clear. While I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm gonna do a lip. Why don't we do like a fun colored lip? This is from Colourpop as well. It's from the big box of lippy sticks. You guys know I've been raving about that, but this color I've never tried before. It's in the shade Absolute Zero. It's like a really fun orange. Doing all colorful, I feel like we might as well do an orange lip. Then I'm gonna use one of the Too Faced lip injection glosses. This is the Bigger the Hoops. So apply that over top of the lip liner. Those actually blend together really nicely, those two colors. All right, and then I'm just gonna apply my lash. I'm not gonna do a winged liner, mostly just because I feel like I'm gonna take this off after I'm done filming, so I don't really wanna like do a whole wing, but I still need a lash, I feel like, for this look. It's been so long since I've worn like this dramatic of a lash, but I feel like with an eye look like this, you kind of almost, I don't know, say you need one, but I feel like it helps the look a little. I'm just gonna fix my lower lash mascara because I feel like it got a little lost with those shadows. Okay, you guys, and this is our final look using the Matte Hue eyeshadow palette. You guys will have to let me know what you think down below. It's definitely very bright, definitely very bold, colorful, but I wanted to get a feel for trying out, you know, a few of the shades. So I feel like we were able to use quite a few colors. I'm kind of loving this like cotton candy type of eye. I love the like lower lash line green. I don't know that I love those two like necessarily together, but I feel like I wanted to try the green. The green is really pretty in the palette. This lip is kind of giving me life. So yeah, I'm curious to see your guys' thoughts down below. What do you think of this look? Are you guys excited about this palette? Are you planning to purchase it? I will have my coupon code as well as the link to shop down below if you want to go ahead and check this palette out. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a brand new one. Bye friends.